1970 haven't seen yet one credible witness. The closest they came to credible witness was June Chandler. And this woman, Brianna, what do you think of this woman? This woman admits on the stand that she let Michael Jackson come to her home in Santa Monica and sleep in the bedroom when Michael was like 30-something and her son was 12 or 13. And she let her son go sleep at Michael's house at Neverland 30 times in a very close, either in the same bed or beds next to each other. Does that seem like a normal mother?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. Would your mother say let you go when you were 13 or 14 and go sleep with some movie actress in her bed?
No, I know my mom.
I don't think so. And this is the most credible witness they have against Michael. Here's my question, Mr. District Attorney Tom Sneddon. If you really believe Michael did something sexually improper with June Chandler's son when he was 12, 13 in his home in Santa Monica or up in Neverland Ranch, and June Chandler acquiesced to that, then if you believe that, then you have to believe June Chandler was pimping her own son. And why have you not arrested her and charged her for that? Hello? I'm waiting, Mr. Tom Sneddon. Okay, get back to my timeline. If you look at the timeline of events, 93, 94, then, you know, these things, the insurance company, now Michael Jackson's insurance company pays off, we're told now, $15 million, of which we maybe $2 million or $1 million finally got to the kid when he turned 18 or 21. And he doesn't even talk to his mother, June Chandler, anymore, or his father, or his uncle. So we're not going to hear from the Chandler boy. I think his name is Jordy Chandler. But he hasn't spoken to his mother for 11 years. Could it be he's so angry with her for making money off of Michael, who he liked and respected, that he doesn't talk to his own family anymore? I wonder. I wonder what the defense is going to bring in. Maybe Jordy Chandler is going to make a surprise appearance because the prosecution is going to bring something in that's going to allow that to come in. Anyway, then he marries. That passes away and things calm down. Then Michael Jackson marries Miss Presley, okay? They have a big whoop-de-doo, and she said on Oprah Winfrey's show just a few weeks ago that she and Michael had a really hot sexual, marital consummation of the relationship, okay? That seems to me to be really clear evidence that Michael is not a homosexual, nor is he a predator, a homosexual who preys on little boys. I can't imagine the prosecution going on with this. But on top of that, he then marries Debbie Rowe to have 2 children by contract. He, in effect, rents her womb. She produces the babies on cue, and then he divorces her, as was pre-planned, says, thanks, here's a pile of money, here's new cars, here's a condo in West LA, goodbye. You can come see the kids twice a month. I just want you out of my life. I just wanted to have my own kids. That seems to me to be a really smart man because he paid her well and made it understood, you're not going to be a part of my life forever. And didn't she say at one time she didn't like children? Maybe that's exactly why Michael picked her to be the mother. He didn't want her coming back saying, I want my kids. Judge, I should have my kids. So now, here's Michael. He's got his own kids. Paris, Prince, and now a third one. Or is it Prince and Paris? I'm not a Michael Jackson fan. Do you remember? Which came first, Prince or Paris?
It's one of the two.
One of the two. She doesn't remember either. Let's see, I'm not a Michael Jackson fan. I'm not saying, hey, I'm a fan, he's a great guy. I'm saying the evidence does not support even a prima facie case. Judge Melville should have dismissed this case weeks ago. He shouldn't have even let in the 9/11. Here's why. Now he has his own kids. Michael's got his own kids. And you don't see this close relationship anymore with other people's kids. He still lets busloads come up to Neverland Ranch, but they aren't sleeping in his bed. He's not taking them on tours. He's got his own son and daughter to take on tour. And he's a very happy man. He's finally got his family life without a mother, but he's got plenty of nannies. Frankly, I think he doesn't trust the mothers, either Debbie Rowe or any other would-be mother. But I don't know. Michael doesn't talk to me. He's never even, well, I guess he did look at me and nod and notice me one day in the courtroom, but he doesn't talk to me. He doesn't invite me out. What I really want to do is play him a game of chess on that huge fancy chess set he's got in the back. You've never been to his house, have you?
No.
In the back, where they got the French doors, he's got 2 or 3 huge fancy gold, silver inlaid chess tables, and I would like to play Michael a game of chess. That's, you know, I would like to just sit down and see how good this guy is at chess. But anyway, he's got his kids. He's not having these kids like Robson and Jason and all these guys. They're not coming on, sleeping up in his bed. He's got his own kids. Now comes a call from Tommy Masada, who runs a Laugh Factory in Hollywood. Okay? Comes the call. He says, look, I got a kid here. He's a funny kid. He came to Laugh Camp, you know, to learn how to be a comedian. And he's dying of cancer. He suddenly came down with ravishing cancer that is going to ravage his body and destroy him. He just wants to meet you, Michael. And Michael says, oh, man, okay, bring him on out. Bring his brother and his sister, bring his whole family. So at first, the biological father, David Arvizio, comes up. The mother, Janet, comes up. The 2 boys come up, including the boy with cancer. And he really did look peaked in those photographs. He looked sickly. He makes an exception to his rules, my point. For years, he hasn't had any little boys coming up. But he says to this boy, according to the boy's statement on the stand and in the video, which the public has not seen, he says, Michael said to me, I need you to get well. Don't believe the doctors. You're going to recover. You're going to be well. What's the name of Michael's foundation? Heal the World Foundation? That's what he's all about, right, Brianna?
Yeah.
He's all about healing. This Michael Joe Jackson guy, pop rock star, is all about healing. So he makes an exception. What Michael doesn't know, in my view, in my opinion, at the time, is this: it's a conniving, lying, stealing family. And they've got a lot of issues just within their family. Let's look at Michael coming out of the courthouse after a really good day. Watch just a little bit of tape. We'll be back with what happened in court. Michael Jackson, on second thought footage of Michael J. Jackson coming out of court after a really good day. Now, we got some emails. Read the first one. I've been putting these off for a long time. Go ahead, Brianna. Can you read the first email?
Yeah. Mr. Wagener, thank you for speaking up for Michael. Why is the most media dwelling on accusations and not talking about the lack of credibility of actresses? Why can we not see your show on satellite?